Thank you for visiting the Combs Waterkotte website and our fourth-degree assault defense lawyer in Missouri website page. Regardless of the crime, we believe everyone is entitled to the best possible legal defense in the state of Missouri. We have created this audio version of our website page to help you better understand our services and protect your future, freedom, and reputation. If you have been charged with a fourth-degree assault in the state of Missouri, we can help. Don't face the state and court system alone during your fourth-degree assault charge. Contact one of our Missouri fourth-degree assault defense lawyers today at 314-900. Help to protect your rights and future. Combs Waterkotte is committed to handling all fourth-degree assault defense cases with confidential care and understanding. We are not here to judge you. We believe that everyone in Missouri, regardless of the crime they have been charged with, deserves an aggressive legal defense and to have their legal rights protected. With that being said, let's discuss hiring our fourth-degree assault defense lawyers in Missouri and setting up a free consultation with our attorneys. Fourth-degree assault defense lawyer in Missouri. If you've been accused of fourth-degree assault in Missouri, you could face a Class A misdemeanor charge for alleged threats, offensive touching, or reckless conduct. At Combs Waterkotte, our St. Louis criminal defense lawyers fight these cases head-on to protect your record, your reputation, and your freedom. What is fourth-degree assault in Missouri? Fourth-degree assault in Missouri is defined under Section 565.056 Revised Statutes of Missouri as any of 6 different actions that involve minor harm, threats, or offensive contact. It's the lowest-level assault charge in Missouri, but it's still a crime with real consequences. Here's what counts as fourth-degree assault: recklessly causing physical injury to another person, negligently causing injury with a deadly weapon, attempting to cause physical injury, threatening someone and making them fear harm, offensive physical contact such as pushing or grabbing, attempting offensive contact that a reasonable person would find provoking. Example: if you shove someone, threaten them with your fists, or accidentally injure them with a weapon, you could be charged with fourth-degree assault, even if they weren't seriously hurt. The takeaway: fourth-degree assault casts a wide net, meaning even minor altercations can turn into criminal charges. What are the penalties for fourth-degree assault in Missouri? Fourth-degree assault in St. Louis is usually charged as a Class A misdemeanor. That means you could face up to 1 year in jail and a fine of up to $2,000 if convicted. But some cases are less serious, and Missouri law allows certain fourth-degree assault charges to be treated as a Class C misdemeanor instead. That lowers the maximum penalty to 15 days in jail and a fine of up to $750. So, what's the difference? It depends on what kind of conduct you're accused of. Charges based on injury, threats, or use of a weapon are Class A misdemeanors. Charges based on offensive touching or attempted touching are Class C misdemeanors. Also important, if the alleged victim is a special victim, such as a police officer, elderly person, or public transit worker, the penalties may be enhanced. Even the lowest-level charge can show up on background checks and create long-term consequences for jobs, housing, and your future. Can fourth-degree assault charges be dropped in Missouri? Yes, fourth-degree assault charges can be dropped in Missouri, but it depends on the facts of the case and how early you act. Prosecutors may dismiss the charge if evidence is weak, if the incident was clearly accidental, or if the alleged victim chooses not to cooperate. In some cases, your attorney can present mitigating factors, argue that no crime occurred, or negotiate an alternative resolution like a diversion program or amended charge. Here's what can lead to a dismissal: witness inconsistencies or lack of cooperation, no physical injury or visible harm, clear self-defense or mutual confrontation, strong community ties, and clean record. The takeaway: the sooner you get legal help, the more options you have to get charges reduced or dropped entirely. What defenses work against fourth-degree assault charges in St. Louis? Several defenses can work against a fourth-degree assault charge in Missouri, especially if the facts are unclear or the contact was minimal. A good attorney will look at what actually happened and what can be proven to build your defense. Common defenses include self-defense. You were protecting yourself or someone else from harm. Accidental contact. The action wasn't intentional or reckless. No offensive intent. The contact was not threatening or harmful. Mutual confrontation. Both parties escalated the situation equally. False accusations. The other person may have exaggerated or fabricated the story. In summary, fourth-degree assault charges can be very defensible, especially when no one was hurt and there's no prior criminal history. Do I need a lawyer for a fourth-degree assault charge in Missouri? Yes, hiring a lawyer is necessary even for a misdemeanor like fourth-degree assault. A conviction can follow you for years, affecting jobs, housing, and your reputation. Why a St. Louis fourth-degree assault lawyer helps. They can challenge weak or incomplete evidence. They know how to negotiate with prosecutors for dismissals or reduced charges. They'll ensure your rights are protected in court and during questioning. They can achieve a not guilty verdict if you decide to fight the charges at trial. The takeaway: even if the charge seems minor, the long-term consequences aren't. Having an experienced St. Louis fourth-degree assault attorney can make the difference between a record and a second chance. Missouri fourth-degree assault, key elements and examples. Fourth-degree assault covers a wide range of conduct, from reckless injury to offensive contact. Here's a quick breakdown of what prosecutors look for and what it might mean in your case. Legal element. Recklessly causes physical injury. Negligently causes injury with a deadly weapon. Places another in fear of immediate harm. Knowingly makes offensive physical contact. Example: pushing someone during an argument. Accidentally hitting someone with a tool. Raising fists or verbal threats that cause fear. Slapping, shoving, or grabbing without consent. Why choose us as your St. Louis fourth-degree assault attorney? We understand how one moment of conflict can lead to criminal charges that threaten your future. Our St. Louis fourth-degree assault lawyers have helped countless St. Louis clients avoid jail time and keep their records clean. Let us fight to protect yours too, starting today. What to do after a fourth-degree assault arrest in Missouri. Do not speak to law enforcement without an attorney. Don't wait to contact an attorney. Your first steps after an assault arrest can make or break your case. We'll guide you through court dates, police interviews, and what not to say, protecting your rights from day one. Contact a St. Louis fourth-degree assault lawyer today. A fourth-degree assault charge may be the lowest level under Missouri law, but the consequences are anything but minor. Even a misdemeanor conviction can derail your career, damage your reputation, and lead to jail time. Don't wait to defend yourself. Call us now at 314-900-HELP or request a consultation online.